Hey everyone, and welcome. We are the IELTS Focus, and if you've ever felt that little bit of panic about the IELTS speaking part 2, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we are going to tackle a really common topic and give you a powerful step-by-step framework to absolutely nail it. So picture this. The examiner hands you the cue card and it asks you to describe an area of subject or science that you were interested in. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But then you realize you have to talk for a full 2 minutes. That can be tough, but don't worry, that's exactly why we're here. We're going to break down a super simple but really powerful blueprint to help you answer this with total confidence. So what's the secret sauce? Well, here it is. We call it the speaking blueprint. This isn't just a guide. It's your 4-step roadmap for that whole 2-minute response, making sure you hit all the key points without even thinking about it. Let's see how it works. Okay, so our blueprint is broken down into 4 super clear steps. An introduction, then the explanation, followed by your personal experience, and finally, your feeling about it. We're going to walk through each one step by step and actually build a top-scoring answer together. All right, let's kick things off with part 1, your introduction. Now, this is so important because it's your first impression, right? You want to start strong and make it crystal clear to the examiner what you're about to talk about. Here's a great little phrase you can use to start things off. It's direct, it uses that fantastic phrase, thoroughly engaging, and really all you have to do is pop your own subject into that blank space. Okay, so once you've said what you're talking about, you can immediately add a bit more flavor by explaining when you got interested. Was it when you were a teenager, something you picked up in college? Adding this one little detail makes your intro feel so much more personal. All right, so to make this all super clear, we're going to use an example for the rest of this lesson. Let's go with marine biology. We'll use this to show you exactly how these templates work in real life. Okay, moving right along to part 2, the explanation. So you've introduced your topic. Now it's time to show the examiner you can actually explain what it's all about, nice and clearly. And listen, you don't need to sound like a textbook, okay? Just start with a really simple summary. For our marine biology example, you could just say it explores the preservation of ocean life. See? Simple, but totally effective. Now, if you want to add a bit more depth, you can talk about how your subject connects to others. Calling it a multidisciplinary field is an amazing, high-level way to show that it's complex. For marine biology, you could mention how it connects to chemistry or environmental science. And here's a pro tip to really make your answer pop. Highlight one thing that's particularly noteworthy. For marine biology, connecting it to a massive global issue like climate change, that instantly shows the examiner why your interest is so relevant and important. All right, part 3, the personal experience. Now, this is where the magic happens, you guys. This is how you make your answer totally unique and, more importantly, authentic. It shows you're not just reading off a script, you're sharing something you actually care about. So think about it. What was that one moment? The spark? Was it a cool documentary you saw? A book you just couldn't put down? Getting specific like this really brings your story to life. And once you've shared that starting point, show them it wasn't just a one-time thing. How do you keep that passion alive? Maybe you listen to podcasts, read articles, or follow experts online. These details are absolute gold. And this is a big one. Try to share a specific memory, a little story, maybe a time you visited a science museum. These little personal anecdotes, they're what make your answer stick in the examiner's mind. It makes it so much more memorable. Okay, we're on the home stretch. Part 4 is all about the feeling. This is your conclusion where you wrap everything up and explain why this subject really truly matters to you on a personal level. So how does this subject make you feel? Does it make you curious, inspired? Does it challenge you? Don't be afraid to talk about the emotions behind your interest. It adds a really powerful personal layer to your whole answer. And for the perfect landing, finish by looking ahead. Saying you want to keep abreast of new developments shows the examiner that this is a real ongoing passion for you. It's just the perfect way to wrap it all up. Okay, so we've got the structure down, which is awesome. But now let's talk about something that can take your answer from good to great, your vocabulary. Let's do a quick little vocabulary power-up with some of the words we've already used. Thoroughly engaging. Look, interesting is fine, but thoroughly engaging? That's a whole other level. It just sounds so much more dynamic and descriptive, doesn't it? Next up, multidisciplinary. This is such a great academic word to have in your back pocket. anytime a subject mixes different fields, boom, you can use this. It sounds incredibly smart and precise.
I love this one, immerse myself. It creates this amazing mental image, right? It says you're not just dipping your toes in, you're diving in head first. You're completely and actively involved.
And last but not least, keep abreast of. Remember this one from our conclusion? It's just a really sophisticated and natural way to talk about staying up to date with your interests. It's perfect for the end of your answer.
So, what do you think? Ready to give it a shot and build your own answer? Because you've got everything you need now. The 4-step blueprint, those easy-to-use templates, some killer vocabulary. You are all set to create a fantastic response.
Okay, so if there's one thing to remember from all of this, it's that you have the blueprint. The real key to success now is just practice, practice, practice. Take this framework, pick a subject you genuinely love, and just run through it until it feels like second nature. From all of us here at the IELTS Focus, you've got this. Good luck.